observations about unprogrammed appropriations and other issues. I believe it is possible, while registering my reservations and objections, to lend my support to the crucial reforms in this budget towards transparency and better governance, and the undeniable wins for people's health, education, and the protection of our women and children. Last year, the 2025 national budget featured zero government subsidy for PhilHealth, which is why I voted against it. The 2026 budget will begin to correct that by allocating 129.76 billion pesos to PhilHealth next year, including the 60 billion pesos wrongfully taken from PhilHealth in 2024. At sa tulong ni na Senators Sherwin Gatchalian, Loren Legarda at Pia Cayetano, naipanalo natin ang 16.5 billion pesos dagdag pondo sa serbisyo ng PhilHealth mula sa savings ng DPWH. No to bloated costs sa infra projects, lalo na sa flood control. Nagpapasalamat din tayo na isinama sa BICAM version na nagdagdag ng 1 billion pesos para sa zero balance billing ng LGU hospitals sa bawat sulok ng bansa. Dahil dito, mas maraming mga kababayan natin ang makakatanggap ng tulong mula sa mga LGU hospitals natin. The 2026 budget also features an historic budget for education, including the 6.2 billion peso increase for SUCs, which we pushed in the Senate to allow more young Filipinos to enroll in our colleges and universities. Likewise, I am happy that the 2026 budget includes the higher funding we pushed for the National Coordination Center Against Online Sexual Abuse or Exploitation of Children and Sexual Abuse or Exploitation Material, NCC o SAEC-CSAEM, for a more effective crackdown against online sexual abuse of women and children next year. Masaya din na aprobado sa BICAM ang 1 billion pesos na pondo para sa Project NOAA. Hindi man lumusot ang ating panukalang pondo sa proteksyon ng Sierra Madre, aprobado ang 565 million pesos para sa greening program and mangrove reforestation. Mr. President, the reforms we secured this year, including the open bicameral sessions and our budget transparency portal, must become the new normal. They are ingredients to push for even more transparency and accountability in the coming budget years. Sa bagong sistema, the open BICAM and other transparency reforms allow the public to better participate, increases attributability of legislators in budget decisions, and begins to get rid of blind spots which enable corruption. It is very unfortunate that some of the reforms you are pushing for, including an overwhelming cut in unprogrammed funds, are not carried in this budget. Still, it is an improvement that the BICAM version includes safeguards aimed at preventing unprogrammed funds from becoming slush funds. Another was the rejection of my proposal for a provision that would have allowed the MyIFIP to support the zero balance billing program of the DOH. This is why I am pushing for my Universal Healthcare Medical Assistance Program bill, which would institutionalize less lines, less uncertainty, and less red tape in our health services. My deep thanks go to SP Pro Tempore Ping Lacson for his anti-political patronage provisions so that politicians can no longer exploit assistance programs for personal gain. And I am especially grateful to our Finance Chair, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, who assured us that zero insertions were made during BICAM. Panghahawakan natin yan. This is what accountability looks like. Mr. President, as we ratify the BICAM version of the 2026 General Appropriations Bill, we now begin the next part of our mandate, maintaining a watchful eye on the implementation of government programs and services. We need constant vigilance to ensure the effective and honest execution of the funds we will approve today. Bilang tugon sa flood control scam at galit ng mga kababayan natin dito, nagsikap tayo sa Open BICAM Resolution, sa Blue Ribbon Committee Investigation, at sa budget reforms na ibalik ang tiwala ng sambayanan sa budget. It is the start of a new era in budget making. Tama na ang mga ghost projects, ang kapalpakan at kalokohan sa paggamit ng pera ng taong bayan. At para makamtan ito, kailangan ng pagpapatuloy at pag-institutionalize ng mga plataporma sa paglahok ng lahat ng stakeholders, simula sa Open BICAM na sinubukan natin ngayong taon. Muli, maraming salamat po sa ating Senate panel, sa ating Senate Finance Chair at sa ating Senate leadership. Maraming salamat po. Patuloy tayong magbabantay at patuloy na magmamatsyag.